Hi, we're the Publix investigation team, and we're doing some research on our Raisin Bran and comparing it to Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
In this particular scenario, we will be using a two-tailed test for the difference of means. First, we need to state both of our null and alternative hypotheses, which in this case are perfect.
Now we need to identify our parameters. Let mu1 equal Kellogg's Raisin Bran and mu2 equal Publix Raisin Bran.
Alright, so we're claiming that there is no significant difference in the number of raisins in the Kellogg's brand and that of the Publix brand.
Random. So numerous of our research analysis went to Publix various times. Within like a 2-day span, and chose a box of Kellogg's or Publix Raisin Bran from the shelf at random. So that checks off random.
And now we have normal. So we use a calculator TI-84 Plus, and we put the data that we got from conducting the research, and with that we put it to the first list 1, list 2, and made a normal probability plot as well as a histogram. And as you can see here, the first one for x1, x bar 1 is pretty linear, and there's no skewness in the histogram. And as well for the second one, there's no significant skew. So that checks off normal.
It is safe to assume that there are more than 50 boxes of Publix and Kellogg's Raisin Bran available. So, last one is done. All conditions are met.
Yay. That's some good stats right there.
Conduct the test.
Now it's safe to
Conduct this
continue.
test.
Yeah.
So this is our sample data. So all groups conducted the test and found these numbers of raisins in their Kellogg's and Publix cereal boxes. And then we found the means of both, and we have our standard deviations over here, and our number of trials.
Why are we using t-distribution, Devin?
Well, I can answer that question for you guys. We're using a t-distribution because our sample groups were only size of 5 each, so the sample sizes were relatively small. Plus, there's the fact that we don't know the standard deviation of the population, so we just take the standard deviation of our sample and we can use that to complete our t procedures. Alright, so to find our t-value for this, we're going to find the difference between the two groups minus the expected difference between the two groups based on our null hypothesis, that's 0. And then we're going to divide by the standard deviation of the sample data, which is equal to the square root of the standard deviation of the first sample squared over the size of the first sample plus the standard deviation of the second sample squared over the size of the second sample. And after we plug in all our numbers over here, then we get a t-value of 1.706 and a p of 0.13.
Decision time!
Okay, so our final decision is we fail to reject the HO. At the 1% and 5% significance level, there's not sufficient evidence to warrant the rejection of the claim that there's no significant difference in the number of raisins in Kellogg's and Publix brand.
This is
Publix, we're shopping is a pleasure.
But keep track, okay? You're gonna be the one keeping track. 3. Is no one gonna 4. 6. 8.
9.
11. 12. 13.
14.
So it is 15. 17. 18. 19. 20.
23.